Hey, hey Danilo, how you doing? Damn phone locked up again on the way to the hotel, so I was signing on before I signed off for the night. Hey Cindy, how are you? Hey James. Damn cell phone, cell signal's not too great on that YouTube tonight, so I just didn't want to not say goodnight. Hey Juju, how you doing? How's that new job going? Hey Rock Girl, what's happening? How's the new job, Juju? Hey Catherine. Phone locked up again, YouTube locked up again. Hey Kimberly. Oh yeah, Daisy's ready. Better believe it. She's always ready for a good night's sleep, right, Daisy? Daisy? Daisy got a free extra hanger tonight. Daisy, you good girl, hon? Yeah, it's twice that happened. It's weird. Oh, did you really? I don't blame you. Hey, Superwoman, how you doing? Juju, did you line anything else up, or you just taking a little breather before you take another plunge? Yeah, I've never had YouTube act up like that before. Oh well. Yeah, good for you taking some time. Sucks going back to work for someplace after you've been self-employed. Yeah, I just got over that a couple days ago. Just a couple. I shouldn't even have driven down here, really. It was an entire month. Well, maybe you could swing getting back into something again. Not much. Same old thing, I've been slowly paring things down so I can plan a exit if I have to this fall. I just came down here in the spur of the moment. Usually I don't come down this late at night, but I thought, hell with it. It was cool out. Daisy likes it when it's cool. Get up tomorrow. I haven't been down here in a while. I just made a pass through Detroit, ate at a good Mexican restaurant, uh, and checked into my hotel. Same old thing. I'll go down to Southwest Detroit, do some videography, still photography, maybe the East Side, and check out the river. I don't know if I'll stay tomorrow night or not. I probably will. It really doesn't make sense to come down here for just one day. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to stay on. I don't think it'll be like it was before because I could see things changing. And, I'm hopefully going to move in the fall. And I just didn't want to start putting up bullshit, for the sake of it. As I've said before, I mean, those times in Detroit were golden, if you ask me. I mean, I know it was a lot of blight and the city was in bad shape, but even the interviews I had with the women, I think were just like great. And I think the expectation to keep it over and over is pretty low. The area's changed, the city's changed. I mean, nothing lasts forever, right? I'm glad it lasted as good as it did. And I've always kind of like put up things that interested me, but the the interviews with the women are actually what made the channel go and get me subscribers. So I could see that heading south, and thought, well, I just don't want to be putting up, you know, bullshit. To tell you the truth. So that's why. Plus, everybody knows I have a huge problem with depression. I mean, it's like monumental. That's got a lot to do with it too. It colors everything. Well, thank you, Juju. Yeah, No, I think I'm going to go to Madison, Georgia, believe it or not. Yeah, I'll do that, James. A guy just emailed me, talked to him about a week ago. He's still there. Yeah, you know how it is, Juju. I mean, shit. I wish I was 20 years younger or 20 years older. I lived in Georgia before for about 9 months. I couldn't wait to hell to get out of there. I'm just more or less looking for a change than I am, the topography or the weather. As you know, I've got a bed and breakfast in Florida, but I don't go there. So I don't know. Hey, Dylan, how you doing? I started this new damn detective agency, and I haven't got a goddamn call, and I busted my ass for 3 months doing mailers, phone calls, whatever. Hey, Siska, how are you? Yeah, I need some change, big time. I live in an okay town, but I came up there to like help out a family member. It didn't work out. Nothing really for me there. So it's nice, it's okay, but it doesn't make sense to live there. Keep living there. Nothing happened. And I could even, I'm from down around here, Detroit, but shit, I've been gone so long. I don't know anybody down around here anymore either. Hey, Dusty, how you doing? So that's the thing. That's the problem. Got the king size bed. Hang on a second. I'm gonna shut this light off. That's my Daisy girl. I mean, to be honest with you, uh, I think part of my damn brain's burned out. I don't feel like doing anything that much. I used to really be in aviation. I don't give a shit about games. Thank you, Dylan. Uh, Man, I don't feel like doing anything. I've told you people before. I joke all the time. This America knocked. I don't want a relationship. I haven't wanted one of those in about shit 35 years. I just don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I mean, believe me, and don't you think that I don't realize it could be a hell of a lot worse. I could be steering myself around a mall with my tongue and be a quadriplegic. Oh, okay, it should be good now, Juju. Should be good now. Hope it is. The internet sucks here. I'm better off just going off data than trying to get the internet. So yeah, I don't know what happened. Just fate takes me and leads me in a direction that will be positive or something new. Yeah, I've always kind of been that way, Dusty. Yeah. So I don't know. It's not really bad. I sold those antiques in my basement, so I took a big cash crunch. Now I've got these two buildings I want to sell, and once those babies are gone, I'll be in pretty good shape financially. But I don't know. I mean, be honest with you, I don't even like coming down here as much as I used to. I used to really get excited, like not want to go home, and man, I got to drag my ass down here to do this. I mean, I like it, but not like I should. Yeah, I've traveled all over. That's all I've done my whole life. I took 10 years off and just traveled. Went everywhere. 10,000-mile road trips all the time. All over Alaska. Just fucking around. I think I got tired of fucking around, to tell you the truth. I mean, I think the problem is like there's nothing I really strive for. that I can be enthusiastic about. I've had toys and nice houses and planes and boats. And there's nothing I can think that, wow, I'd really be happy to give you motivation to do that, you know? So I don't know what I'll do. Yeah, I'd go for a lot of walks, Frankie, but thank you. Oh, Rock Girl, you know what I'm talking about, huh? Yeah. So we'll see. Like being young and naive. I'm Michigan, Frankie. Yeah, thank you, Siska. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, nobody'd read a memoir from me. Uh, I mean, I've done that a few times before, but I don't seem to have the enthusiasm. I think it's probably just getting older. I don't think it's because of anything, to tell you the truth. It's just like the way I feel about it. Take little Dazer on road trips. Right, Dazer? Yeah, you got it. Jude. Well, thank you, James. Siska. Hey, try and be a good guy about things, you know? Well, Daisy's calling it a night. Yeah, you're right, Dusty. You're probably right. I'm not 100%, you know? Yeah, Daisy's a sweet dog. No problem at all. Super smart. She doesn't cause any problem anywhere. Everybody likes her. Daisy? Hey, Daisy. Daisy. Quit ignoring me. Yeah, we get them in Michigan. They come like, what is it, every 9 years or 13 years or something like that? Yeah, I haven't heard those in a long time. Why, you got them down there in Alabama? Yeah, they're loud. It's hard to believe a bug that small, an insect, could generate that kind of noise. That's how nature is. We have those pileated woodpeckers near me. They're about a foot tall. They probably weigh maybe 2.5, 3 pounds. And how they jack that wood out of there is a mystery to me. I watch them do it. It'll be a dead, hard tree. Oh, no kidding. And I don't know how they hit that wood that hard with their beak, because it's not even that far of a distance. But man, that wood just comes flying out of there. You go over there with a nail, I can't even scratch it. Juju, did you watch those videos when I was dog sitting? Those two German Shepherds? Really pretty German Shepherds. Yeah, Zug Island. I think Zug Island. I don't think the noises are strange. I think it's a steel making facility, and those are typical noises from a place that size. What's a little unusual about Zug Island is Windsor, Ontario is straight south, right across the river, an eighth of a mile, and that's open water. And sound carries over water, so I got an idea if it was in a typical place on land, nobody'd think anything of it, but it probably does drive them nuts over there. The Zug Island hum. I mean, Zug Island looks like Mars. I think it's really cool looking. It's hard to believe places like that are still allowed to exist with pollution and stuff. They're always getting him after him about stuff. But it sure is cool looking at night. I'm going to go by there tomorrow and look around. Yeah. Yeah, I watched a couple German Shepherds. I've done it more than once, Juju. They're pretty nice dogs. Oh, wow, yeah. The two I watch are from people that I'm friends with. The one's owner just died about a month ago, but he seems to be getting along fine. I don't know if I'd want a big dog like that inside my house, though. I mean, they'll wear your damn carpet out. Little Daisy was a rescue. Yeah, I got to get that DNA test on Daisy. Such a mystery what the hell she is. Oh, okay. That's cool. Is heartworm a problem down there? Oh, okay. Oh, great, Siska. Glad you like it. Wish you could upload some videos. That'd be cool. Oh, 3 rescues. Wow. Yeah, that's what I use monthly meds. You know, it's pretty much, you used to be able to get heartworm and not take it. I would quit using heartworm like in November and not start it till April. It's getting hard to do that. Now the vet doesn't want to let you do it and blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's cool. You know, I never had a dog that had heartworms, but in the literature I've read, evidently that's very expensive to treat, depending on what stage, but it can be very expensive to. Hey, Sherry. We're here partying at the Red Roof Inn. Yeah, it is expensive. You know, that Heart Guard, there's a $50 rebate on it right now, though. I just mailed mine in the other day. Go on the internet if you got your receipt. $50 rebate. Wow. Shit, when I was a kid, if our dog needed anything more than heartworm, it was time for a new dog. Right on, Sherry. Oh, okay. It's probably all the same bullshit. And I forgot my dental floss. Oh, okay. I wonder why he switched. Probably gets a bigger kickback. Hey, this guy at bought lifting equipment off me the other day. He owns a place where they cremate pets. 31 full-time employees. I wonder how that'd be as a business. Yeah, it's sad. I was on the board of the Humane Society where I lived for about a year. Yeah, what a pain in the ass that was. If you like animals, you're never going to get to deal with them on a Humane Society board. You realize the rigors and the truths of running a facility like that, and you understand quickly what sells and what doesn't. The old one-eyed dog doesn't stand a very good chance of getting adopted out, and the reality of it all is you just can't afford to have them all around. It sucks. That's part of the reason why I quit. You know, it looks like there's really good money in that, Juju. This place has 31 full-time employees. They have a pet cemetery too. I think I could do something like that. They do it for everything. Like it's the same machinery to cremate people. I never realized it, but I thought you just incinerated the bone and you got that like dust that you see like in urns, but it's not true. They they do incinerate them, but then they grind them up in a grinder. Oh, huge rip. I swear to God, I would be proud if they took me and they just threw me to like whatever wanted to eat me. Fish, bear. I wouldn't give a shit. I never really understood like putting these ashes places and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, these funeral directors aren't able to rip people off like they used to. Cherry casket and all this bullshit. Yep, once it's lights out, it's lights out. Mausoleums, they make even less sense. That's even a bigger ripoff. Yeah, alligators be cool. I'd be fine with that. Yeah, Cisco, you ought to do it. Maine's cool. You get bored there pretty quick though. It all looks the same. The coast is nice, and once you get inside, it's not that great. Alaska's the same way. Once you get in interior Alaska away from the water, it all looks the same. What's that you said your son wants to get buried? It'll pop up here again in a second. All right, hey, your son's progressive. I like that. Yeah, Penny is a sweetheart. It really was. Yeah, that's a good idea. There's something to those root ball of trees. They're in a lot of folklore, a lot of mythology. 26. Wow. I never had kids. I'm kind of glad that I didn't. I don't think I'd have been responsible enough. I've also thought of going to the University of Georgia in this graduate program for substance abuse. Just go and fuck around there for a couple of years and get a master's degree and do therapy with people. It's an idea. I got a buddy of mine that he worked for me a long time ago, like 30 something years. We've stayed in touch, friends. And he lives in Traverse City. Oh, 12 years. Wow. And we've been good friends for over 30 years. And he came over today, man. I just don't even feel like hanging out with him that much anymore either. Not that there's anything wrong with him. And I'm glad he's a friend of mine. But I don't know what's wrong with me. Yeah, I thought of that. I'll stuff the Dazer. I'll get her head mounted. Dazer didn't give a shit. I always was reluctant to talk about one pet being better than the others. But she has definitely been my best dog. I've had a bunch of them. She's a great dog. Man's best friend. That's no kidding. Wow, 12 years between. There's 16 between my sister and I, and there were two stillborns between us as well. Yeah, I like that, Superwoman. Some of my enemies on YouTube always say that I'm a weirdo because I drive around with a black cat on my dashboard. It's true, Siska. Mike, we're just chatting about stuff. Yeah, I'll take you with you. Well, you can come visit when I'm in Madison, Georgia. Hey, Joe, how you doing? Juju, what type work's your husband do? Yeah, there's a bunch of them out there, crazies. It's not as bad as it used to be. Yeah, I caught that, Superwoman. Good job. What's that, rock girl? Days, are you sacked out? Yeah, it's it, Siska. You got it. Oh, that's interesting. You know, these orthopedic surgeons, I live in a small town, like 1,500, something like that. And for, you know, the last 50 years, when they try and get an orthopod to come up, I mean, they really have to do a hard sell because it's 2.5 hours from Detroit, an hour away from any shopping or mall. So the big problem is the wives don't want to live up there. But you know, these orthopedic surgeons up where I live, you know, they make about $850 a year. There's two of them. $850 a year. I know a cardiologist up here that makes $580. That's not bad for just showing up to work. And you know, I've talked to all these guys before. They'd make less money in a more desirable place because there'd be a lot of doctors that would want to live in these areas, like Ann Arbor, Brighton. But that's some heavy cash living in a town like mine. Yeah, I know. When I was living in Chicago, I had a neighbor. He reminded me of Pee Wee Herman. He graduated, white guy. He graduated number one in his Harvard undergraduate class. Of course, there were like 10 of them that tied. And number one in his Harvard medical school class. He was a dermatologist. And this was probably 15 years ago. They recruited him to come work at a hospital as a dermatologist and like be the director or whatever. They were starting him out at 5.25. Is that because of an old relation, Juju? Yeah, isn't that crazy? Nuts. There's a there's a neurosurgeon that has a hell of a business too. He travels all over the state. Jagan Nathan's his name. Mostly back surgery. I was told that he makes like $1 million a year. And there's some famous cardiac surgeon in Saginaw that's known like worldwide. He makes like $2 million a year. No shit. No, I know he's not a surgeon, but that's still good money. But that would be considered a more desirable place. If you want to live in Naples, Florida, or Silicon Valley, something like that, you would make less. But yeah, that's heavy cash. It is dermatology, right? That's exactly it. That's the most coveted field. Weekends off and straight days. On the west side of the state, there are a couple like rich areas not far from me, Traverse City and Petoskey. There's so much money around there. Even if you have like Medicare or private insurance, you have to pay those dermatologists, and then you have to turn in your own medical paperwork for reimbursement. They don't even mess around with any of the paperwork. Yeah, repeat patients. I've had that Mohs procedure for cancer surgery a few times. Light complected. I've had everything but the big melanoma, thank God. Basal, squamous cell, that kind of shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Dermatology malpractice insurance is low as well. Now, I have a pretty good buddy of mine that's an osteopath. Do you have any DOs down there in Birmingham, Juju? And he works his ass off to make 300 grand a year. Oh, no kidding, huh? Hmm. Yeah, doctors are bright guys. I mean, I think you could bullshit your way into being an attorney. I mean, I got into a couple of law schools and I never had that great of grades. And, but I don't think I could ever bullshit my way into any medical school anywhere. No way. I know some super smart people that couldn't get into medical school. And when they get established and well known, uh, it's you got to know a lot of stuff to be a doctor, even a general practitioner, family medicine. Oh, you have friends from Saginaw? No kidding. What do they do down there, Juju? Saginaw is kind of a weird town. Yep, that's it, Juju. You're right. Yeah, what a racket. Yeah, for a while there were a lot of professions that were making more than doctors, but it's kind of come around. All right, Siska. Good for you. I actually learned that out of a kid's book, believe it or not. Juju, is in your husband's job, is that actually selling or is that order taking? Do they know what they want before they call him? Hey, no kidding, Juju, huh? Seriously? Not reimbursed by insurance companies? I know now if you're not board certified, nobody wants to employ you. Oh, wow. Well, I'll tell you, I happened to work on a lawsuit one time doing some investigative work, and I was looking through the discovery, a bunch of paperwork that had been subpoenaed. And I'll tell you, man, everybody talks about how great hospice is, and I'm not saying it's not, but they bill the federal government up the ass. You would not believe what Medicaid and Medicare charge through. I mean, it's crazy. For-profit hospice, I'd hate to think what they make. Oh, are they juju, huh? Yeah, the DOs treat the body as a whole. Hospital administrators making big bucks, huh? Gotcha. Oh, they do, huh? I know in Europe they don't have DOs. And if you look at the statistics between MDs and DOs, MDs have higher MCAT scores and grade points. But occasionally up here, there's like well-known orthopedic surgeons, ophthalmologists that are DOs. Not many, but it happens. Hey, but Juju, seriously, you've heard of insurance companies not wanting to reimburse DOs? I never heard that. Yeah, I'm with you, Superwoman. Yeah, I'm with you. I was reading an article the other day with about nurse practitioners and physicians assistants, and they have like 7.5 times the referrals as a medical doctor does because, well, face it, they're not as smart and they're not as experienced. I'm not a uh, kind of guy. Hey, no kidding, huh? That's interesting. Now, were the both kids with? Wow, my phone may be dying out, you guys. So if it cuts off, you know why. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Superwoman. Definitely MD. Well, I think my phone's about ready to quit. It went like dark and I checked. It's at 3%. Once I get under 50%, it's screwed. You too, Rock Girl. Well, Superwoman, Juju, Siska, Catherine, hope you guys have a good night. Ah, that's not true, Superwoman. Good night. No, you're right, Juju. No, you're exactly right. It's like the redheaded stepchild. And other doctors don't treat them very well at continuing education seminars. Good night, Jerry. Well, good night, everybody. Yeah, you never know, right, Juju? Fate. You had fate on your side in that one. Good night, Catherine. I'll be up bright and early out doing photography. Good night, Juju. Good luck with everything down there. All right, Superwoman. Good talking to you. Talk to you tomorrow. All right, Juju. Great talking to you again.